Hey everybody, we are here in Worcester with a person whose face might not be familiar, but his buildings that he is developing now are becoming very, very familiar. We're talking with Anthony Rossi, and Anthony, you've got at least 3 properties already done here in Worcester with many more on the drawing board. Why did you come to Worcester? You're not from here.
Well, my in-laws do live in Worcester, but that's not the reason why I started developing. Karen Polito, when she was Lieutenant Governor, she asked me to start looking out in Worcester. She's dedicated to Worcester, believed in Worcester and Polo Park, and that's the main reason why I started coming to Worcester for developing buildings out here.
Okay, so was Walker Lofts your first one, or did you do something?
That was my first big building, 62 units on Water Street out in Worcester.
Okay, and that's all fully leased? That was leased?
Within 60 days.
Ready to go?
62 units, full amenity building, historic building. We restored the whole building to its original historic nature.
And then you went to Commerce High School.
Yep, we did that building, and the one next door, we did 121 units in that building. It was a tough building because it was an old high school, but it came out great.
Yeah, but just steps away from Main Street. If you look to the right, look down the hill, there's Mechanics Hall.
Yep, you got everything there, and you got the DCU Center, you got Mass College of Pharmacy, not that far from Union Station. I'm really excited about that project.
Right, and then you've got Hermon Street down the other end of Main Street.
Yeah, it's near Junction Lofts. That was a tough building. It was 2 textile buildings that were separated, and I built a connector, and I bricked it all up and put an elevator in the center, and we built 66 units in there, and we're also doing like a restaurant / supermarket in the back. That's our next phase.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yep.
So, Table Talk Pie. It looked like it was ready for the Wreckers Ball not too long ago, and it's been resurrected, and you're rocking and rolling with that. You got glass up already?
Yep. We should be done, I would say, in about 6 or 7 months. The whole shell will be completed, finished in probably 30 to 60 days. So when you drive by it, it'll look like a completed building. We wanted to make that a nicer looking building from the start and restore the terracotta and so forth, because Rich Marzocchi, who did the building behind us, did an excellent job, and we wanted it not to be an eyesore while those units are being rented and what's being developed in the abutting properties, including the Cove next door.
I mean, you've got so many restaurants in that area now that downtown living has taken on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, and I expect to own and operate the retail component of Table Talk.
Oh, the first floor is going to stay retail. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have about 10,000 square feet of retail. We're going to build a really cool neighborhood sports bar to focus on the Woo Sox and other neighborhood.
Is it going to be called the Anthony's?
No, I don't think so.
Pier 4? Pier 5?
It could be. No, it's going to be something that's going to be a local, that's carrying what's in the heritage of that neighborhood. And we're also going to try to build like a little mini grocery store, supermarket. There's a need in that area, and there's nothing. Get fresh eggs and milk and toast and what have not, and a salamadia and a bakery. So all in one, so people can come in and have some groceries, have a nice burger, sandwich, and some cold cuts to take home, and some eggs.
Cold cuts, thinly sliced.
Very thinly sliced.
Thinly sliced,
yes.
sopressata and
exactly.
And mortadella.
Pre-made foods and so forth.
Okay, so tonight you're getting an award from Preservation Worcester in this historic building right here. The city hasn't taken note of you, so you're no longer a stranger, and you're no longer able to hide behind the shadows. I mean, everybody knows who Anthony Russo is. Rossi. Anthony Rossi.
No, I appreciate it.
Anthony Russo.
The city's been great, and I will note that all of our projects, we haven't taken $1 in city money, TIFs, or credits. Not one thing. Everything.
All private.
Everything private. We did it ourselves, and we wanted the city to use those resources for other projects in the city that needed it. That way we could develop other parts of Worcester. I believe the more you do around you will make all the projects better.
They lift all boats.
100%.
So, Anthony, compare Worcester and the government structure with other cities that you've worked in. Do they make it easy for you to work?
The town manager's great. The mayor's great. Peter Dunn is probably the biggest asset the city has ever seen. He's very responsive. He understands what developers needs, and he helps us with National Grid. He helps us with, now Verizon's coming in with Spectrum, and also more importantly, a vision that the city has. He helps work to make sure that vision gets done and works with the developers to make that happen. So I'm extremely happy there, and the building department's phenomenal. Chris, the new commissioner, and all David Horn and all David Kyle and all the department heads there. They work great. In the fire department, they have a 24-hour job, and it's a hard job, especially considering what happened in the past with prior firefighters. So we're certainly know of what happened in the background, and we take that to heart, and we make sure that these buildings are built the way they want them built for the safety of not just the residents, but also the people that work in the city, police department, firefighters, and so forth. So they've been great.
So you're big on Worcester.
Huge.
Anthony Rossi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.